So hello again everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows XP on a clean PC, basically just a clean install of XP. I thought this was quite a good operating system to show an install for because any operating system up from it is kind of the same sort of principle of installing it. You use the same ways of doing it through the process, the same kind of process. So that's what I'll show you today. So here's my PC down here. Basically, mine's is not obviously a PC that's just been made up straight from a factory, and it's not. It's not just a clean PC with just a clean hard drive with no operating system. It's got Windows 7 on it. So basically, what I'm going to do is start the machine up, and then what we're going to do is open the CD drive, and we're going to put our copy of XP into the drive. This is just a trial version that's been burned onto a disk so that I can use my CD key for it during the process. So once you've got your CD in the drive, then obviously that's good to go. Okay, so now that we're into the Windows setup now, basically how I got to this was the press any key. You press that any key to get into the setup, and you'll be into the setup right away. So this is the setup, loading the files from the CD into the memory of the PC, um, into the random access memory basically. So they all can be used in the install. So we're just going to wait for this to load up the files. So it won't take too long. This whole process of installing XP should only take about I don't know, up to maybe 45 minutes or an hour, depending on how generally fast your PC goes with it. It can be random at times. Now I'm doing this on a virtual machine, so it'll still show the exact same thing. So that's the reason I got that pop up at the top there, about the keyboard or something. So now I'm going to explain through the setup. This is basically the start of the setup. It's basically asking you whether you want to set up a new clean install of Windows XP, or you want to repair an existing install of it. A repair would basically it reinstalls all the system files basically. At least I think that's what it does. But what we're going to concentrate on today is setting up a new clean install of Windows XP. So we're going to press enter, and that's going to take us to this license agreement. So you just basically press F8. You can read through it if you really want to, but yeah, I don't know if anyone does. So there we go. So on a clean new PC, you'll see unpartitioned space. Basically, partitioning the hard drive is basically creating a section on the hard drive in which you're going to install this operating system and have all your files and all that stuff on saved to. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to partition the hard drive. So we're going to press C over this unpartitioned space, and now you can just partition the whole hard drive into one. You can have several different partitions on your hard drive, but I'm just going to install this one install onto this one. So we're just going to press enter. Sorry for that delay. And now we're just going to press enter to install it onto this partition. And we're going to format it using the NTFS file system. So now it's actually setting up, it's basically formatting the hard drive into the modern modern format of formatting. That's actually pretty quick for our format. So now it's just going to prepare the files. I may just fast forward some of these bits. So now we're halfway through the installation. We're getting there, and we're not exactly halfway through the installation, but we're halfway through the setup, copying the files um, to the installation folders on the hard drive. The setup's just about to reboot basically. So here we go, the reboot is happening. And it will reboot in a few seconds. You don't need to touch it or anything, you can just leave it. So I'm obviously still using the. So you don't press any key this time. Don't press any keys on the keyboard to boot from the CD. So I'm still using a virtual machine. So unfortunately we've got some of the look cut off here, but the setup will continue. Okay, so now we've reached this screen. This is basically the setup. The click through kinda, you're gonna have to just basically click next and set some things up. Now what you're gonna do is, if you want to change the configuration of the US keyboard layout, then you're just gonna press that, and now what happens is I'm gonna have to add the United Kingdom one. Automatically it should add the right one, but okay, so here we go, and we can remove the US keyboard, and we've got the United Kingdom in there, and we can apply that. Okay, never mind, we'll just leave it. So it is changed to the United Kingdom keyboard layout. We're just going to press next, and now that, obviously there's a customize there as well, you can change that. I've never actually really changed all this. It automatically normally sets up to your correct region. It should. Okay, I'm changing all this stuff up here. Okay, so we just press next now, and you're going to insert a name, so I'm going to insert Robert. And now this is the CD key bit. Okay, so now I've inserted a product key into it. You can name your computer whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it like this, and it'll automatically kind of set the time up for you if you go into your time zone. Next. So now it's just going to install the rest of everything into the system, and then we'll get activating the system, and we'll show you how to do that next. You may notice I might have cut out quite a bit of the setup, but it is a lot of just waiting and stuff. So we're just going to leave this as the typical settings for now, just to get it installed. So continuing to copy the files. 26 minutes remaining, it says. It probably won't take that amount of time. So here we go. Basically the setup's complete and it's restarting again. Just don't boot to any CD or anything, just leave it to boot up naturally. Now what we're going to do is just press OK on these ones, and now we're just waiting for it to boot up, so here we go. Okay, so now we're good to go on actually setting up the user accounts and such for you. So we're just going to obviously protect with automatic updates. Check for the internet. I'm just going to skip this. You can do that if you want. I guess we're going to activate Windows Vista now. Keep going. So we're just going to click through this setup, just basically reading through all the different things. So it's probably not been able to be reached because the internet connection is not currently on. So I'm just going to create a user account, and that's us. And that's it done. Now you'll see it logs you on and it's fully installed. So that's it really for this tutorial. That's Windows XP installed. You can now just work with it normally and do whatever you want on it. It will run fully, and when you start your PC up it will start to Windows XP. So here we go, and that's us started. And the activation process, which I'm not going to forget, it'll come up down here maybe in the notification center area. It will come up as the activation every so often. Just activate it and just double click it or whatever, and it will come up as a setup, and you'll basically just click through it and it will activate it online once you get your internet connection up and running with it. So thanks for that. That's the Windows XP installation, and if you've got any questions, which you probably do because some of this video is quite kind of shortened because it's just all setup stuff, feel free to ask me in the comments. Okay, thanks, and I will speak to you in the next video.